over here. Oh, hello there. We're just up here in my hometown of northern New Zealand in the dead of winter, and we're gonna be tracking a few little beasties today. All right, let's go. So, like I was saying, I'm just up visiting some of my family in my hometown of northern New Zealand. It's quite cold up here in the winter time. You know, we get lots of snow, as you can see. Everything's cold and frozen. You see, the reason this happens is because of the poles on the Earth. So during the winter time, for me, it would be summertime up in the northern hemisphere. And I don't like to go too much into science, but I am quite the science guru. So you know, we'll just keep going then. We'll just move on. All right. So first off, what we've got here is a little bit of how would you Americans say? A little bit of a den for a little animal here. So if we lay right down here, as you can see, there's probably something in here. Just gonna warm it up a little bit, reach it, you know, like you know. So what we got going on here today? This is probably the home of a fox or a lizard or something along those lines. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna reach in, pull out what we find here. So, all right, so we've got some looks like some bedding. The animal has made a little couch for himself. What we also have got in here. Oh, look at this. Come take a look at this. Do you know what this means? This right here. This is the sign of Smokey's clan. That means we've got Smokey's family out here. We're gonna have to keep on the watch for them. Alright, so we're gonna teach you a little lesson here. Lesson number 1 of the day. How to camouflage yourself in the wilderness. So as you can see, I've already got quite the advantage here. I'm all camouflaged up. You can barely see me when I'm in the woods. So I'm just going to teach you how to be even more camouflaged in this. So first off, let's run through what we've got here. So we've got our gloves on. We've got our camouflage jacket. Alright, you want this, it's a necessity, or else your torso will be a target for example, Smokey the Bear. Next off, you got your legs. So I've got these camouflage pants on my legs here. Right, as you can see, a little older, they're a little faded, but as you can see, still nice and camo. You know, last but not least, the boots. You know, your feet are just as important as your head, as they always say up north. So you want to make sure you got those. As you can see, nice, beautiful tree branch there. It looks like there's a branch coming right on my foot, so it's gonna blend right in. So now for the execution portion of it, what you want to do? Find yourself, as you can see here, we're in a wide open plain here, but we've got a nice little bush here. So you're gonna want to put your goggles on. All right, and dive right in. As soon as I adjust a little bit, you want to get right in. You want to get nice and comfy, you know. Try and get as much of the snow up on top of you as possible. And then what you want to do, you just want to sort of, you know, just try and camouflage yourself a bit. Alright, so continuing on with our journey today, we come across what I like to define as a bit of a open sesame field. So in the summertime, this is blooming with sesame seeds, you know, just all over the place. In the winter, it's just a cold, harsh, open plain. So if you want to follow me here, we're going to take a little look-see into how, well, first off, this is step number 2. We're talking about how to find food in the cold wilderness. As you can see, no berries anywhere to be found. So we gotta make do with what we got. So come on over here. So if you take a look at this section right here, first off, if we crouch right down, you can see there are some little patties from the little foots of the birds. So that's always an option. But if we look below this, clear this out, right down here, look what we've got here. You're gonna have to come right over for this one. But this right here, we're standing on ice. You know what that means? Ice fishing. That's right. We're gonna get some fish up in here. Maybe a little shrimp, some lobster. You know, we're gonna dine really nice tonight. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. So as you can, if you look close, you can actually see them swimming under there. Look at that. Oh, you see that? Wow, that's amazing. So we're gonna get right into this. So we're gonna crack through the ice. I forgot my tools in the shed, which is far away. We're deep in the woods, so this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Oh man, it's a little tough. Alright, so it seems that the ice is a little too thick around here for cracking through and catching the little shrimps and a couple tunas, you know. But so unfortunately we're gonna have to move on and find another source of food. But don't you worry, we are gonna harvest the termites from within the tree bark. They go in there during the winter time to stay warm. So if you'll follow me, we'll get right to that. So if you take a look right here, we have some wood. See, for an example, this is a piece that's fallen off. As you see, it's wood right there, you know, look at that. Wow, that's nice. All right. So if you look in there, you can actually see them scurrying about. See that? Oh, it's really nice. Those are gonna be some delicious termites, but this is not, there's only a few in here. What we want is the mother lode right in here. So, to come over here, take a look right inside here. Oh wow, this is gonna be great. So what you can do to harvest all of them is simply just take a little bit of snow, because they hate the cold, dabble it in there, you know, put some right in there, and you want to close it back up, and then come back in about an hour or so, and they will have all frozen and died and fallen out right under here. And then you'll be good to go. So we don't have time to wait for that though, so we're gonna move on to step number 3. So follow me. Alright, so next step of survival is make sure you got some warmth for when the nighttime comes. So as you can see here, I've already got a little bit of a camp started. Oh, I got some grass in my mouth. But so yeah, so first off, if you zoom in right here, we've got the little bit of tinder here, so this will start the fire right up. Then we're going to go and take our dry materials. I've gathered mine from around the water zone, so it's a little bit of wet, you know. So you're going to want to look in that kind of area for these ones specifically, but any kind of dry, sort of grass-like material will work. So you're going to want to move this quickly on top when you got the fire started. So we'll just get right on with it then. My fingers are a little large. Alright, so my finger's a little big here. Excuse that. You're going to want to make sure your lighter's got lots of fuel too. This one doesn't. Alright. We'll cut back with you once we get it going. Alright, so let's move on to step number 4. Alright. So, step number 4 is hunting your prey. This is the final step of today's schedule. So, first of all, on an ideally basis, you're going to want a little bit lighter wear than what I'm wearing right now. You know, right now I'm dressed for the weather, obviously, and also you never know when you're going to get a mozzie bite or two out here. So I got my, you know, thick on, so it'll protect me from those. But yeah, like, you know, maybe you want some Trachodax, you know, a couple things like that, you know, something lighter, you know, so you can get going after when your prey sees you coming. But anyways, we're gonna do with what we've got here. So first off, you always want your goggles. These are gonna keep you more blending in, more camouflage. Also, they're fairly stylish, you know, so the animals are gonna be intimidated by your presence. And they also are just practical, you know, keep some snow, wind out of your eyes, you know, sticks, branches, attacks from enemies, anything out of your eyes. So you're always going to want to have these on. Mine are a little fogged up, actually, I'm not going to lie, so let me wipe these out here. Alright, that's a little better. Not really, but you know, whatever, we'll move on here. So what you're going to want to do, scan your environment. Establish what you want to look for. If you don't know, then just look for anything, you know. Hey look, a little bit of prints right there. I'm gonna follow them. A little small, they're probably a rabbit or something. You probably can't see them there, but so you know what you want to do, get right down. You know, oh look at that, a little bit of track. So you want to get right down. And you're gonna want to think, where did the animal go next? So I'm gonna say the animal went a little bit this way. We're gonna go right over here, and oh, looky, look what we've got here. We've got a little rabbit hole, haven't we? So you're gonna want to get in, get right down. Hey, look, a little rabbit hole. So now you're gonna want to be very quiet. All right. So make sure not to scare the rabbit. Hello, little rabbit. I'm on the stand. You want to make sure that you're not making yourself intimidating. Because you know the rabbit will leave. You get right in there, you know you got your goggles on so your eyes are safe. Get right in there. Hello. Hello, anyone home? And next thing you know, you're gonna find your rabbit. Alright, so that's just an example. But yeah, so to wrap up today's show here, I wanna say a couple words. First of all, as you can see, it's getting dark. You see the sun horizon out there in the woods, so you just want to always stay safe. Alright? Make sure you got some shelter, some fire. Make sure you've got fuel in your lighter, if you're using a lighter. A couple matches, just in case. But always stay safe, you know? You know how it is? Alright. Well anyways, this is Liam signing off.